There are no rules. Obviously, all my normal rules have gone out the window. Yeah, normally if you vomit, fight, fall asleep, bring in drinks, fall down, lose a shoe, whatever, you're out.
But not today.
Not today. It's quite bizarre, actually. Can I check your bag? What's in that thermos?
Meet Alex, one of the bouncers at a nightclub on Sydney's Oxford Street. She's describing the similarities between manning the door for the normal crowd of loose teenagers and this morning's audience of toddlers and their mums.
Oh, my favourite, my drunk test. That's out the window.
What's the drunk test?
You need to say the alphabet as quickly as you can without singing it between D and Q. Some of them probably be better at it than Saturday nighters, yeah.
I'm going into darkness. There's about 30 or 40 prams, toddlers, lots of kids, walking into one of Sydney's premier rock venues. It really is something you don't see every day. The kids are here this morning to see some live music by Peter Combe. Peter's a singer-songwriter from Adelaide and has been entertaining children for over 30 years. What's your name?
Jay.
And what's your name?
Jamie Kako.
You've come to see Peter Combe today.
Yep.
You must be a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favourite song?
Newspaper Mama.
Waiting in line, I start talking to Jamie about the music, but quickly found myself in conversation with his dad. You see, the thing about Peter's music is that it's been around so long, some of the parents here grew up and remember it from when they were kids.
I remember when I was in primary school. When I was about 9 or 10-year-old, I was a big fan of him.
You're a big fan of
Yeah,
Peter
I know.
Combe when you were a kid.
It's tragic, yeah, I know.
You're wearing a Metallica shirt. You're probably the only person here at a children's
Yeah, I know.
children's gig wearing a Metallica shirt. Did you wear that on purpose?
No, just first thing in the drawer.
Jay later told me that he would have come to the adult show tonight, but he couldn't find a babysitter, so he had to bring his son to the morning show. Yes, the adult show tonight. More on this soon. I'm backstage sipping water with one of the most unlikely rock stars, Peter Combe.
It's a strange thing because when you say unlikely rock stars, I've had a whole lot of reviews in street mags over the past 4 years when people have described me as a rock star. It's a bit weird in a way, but I suppose it's a rock show. That's what it is.
You left your Baghdad. Hey, Baghdad!
How was the gig?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, no, it was really enjoyable. He was very entertaining, and it was just as much fun for me as it was for Luke, I think.
What do you think about Peter Combe's music in terms of music education?
I think it's great, actually. I think it's multi-layered. Like, there's lots of different things going on in the songs.
What's Wash Your Face in Orange Juice? What is that song about?
It's like silly things that you shouldn't do because then you would hurt your eyes.
Getting orange juice in your eyes would hurt your eyes.
It's kind of a game.
Have you ever belly flopped into a pizza?
No.
As long as everything's done within the bounds of good taste, the sky is really the limit with children. You can do all sorts of things with them. You can have orchestras, you can have rock bands, you can have just acoustic guitars, anything really. It's never treating children as anything but musically highly intelligent creatures, because they are.
How important then is this in terms of a child's future musical choices? Do you think it could have an impact, the music they listen to as a kid?
Yes, one of the most lovely comments I get is that I'm now playing cello in an orchestra, or I'm now in a band, or I'm now joined a drama group, and you were part of me doing that.
The man down on the stairs.
I understand.
Enjoy the show?
If this kid wants more, he's got the right idea. In about 10 hours' time, Pete will be back with a rockin' band to do it all again. But this time for a very different audience. Peter explains.
The evening show, the audience is about average age 25, 26, 27, and there's no kids at the evening show because there's alcohol there as well. The show is much louder. It's with a band. But the extraordinary thing is these young people in their 20s sing the songs amazingly loudly. It's just, I can't describe to you how loud it is. It's just extraordinary. If you get a sense of it, I can barely hear myself.
So we're back at the Oxford Art Factory on the same night, and I'm standing with Alex, the bouncer from this morning. Just checking some ID right now. As you do.
Go for a beer and come back.
No probs. Shouldn't tell me that you're going somewhere else to drink though. Yeah, go smooth.
Alright. I'm going to get some.
Yeah, I'll wait here. You guys all got tickets? They're all wearing the paper hats. I saw the toddlers doing it. It's weird. I was born in the 60s. I missed the whole boat. I'm just thinking I wouldn't pay $25 to go and see Noddy, Mr. Ed, or whatever I used to watch. Bewitched. I wouldn't go and see Samantha Stevens for $25, even if she sang a song.
If you say the words childhood and 80s in the same sentence, straight away what comes to mind is Peter Combe, newspaper mama, and washing your face with orange juice.
All the kids in the street, they like to do the same. I wash your face in orange juice. Wash your face in orange juice.
I'm Peter. I'm 24 years old.
What would you say if somebody said, "That's so lame, you're going to a Peter Combe show"?
They just don't get it.
People just don't get Peter Combe.
They don't get the nostalgia. They don't get the effect that having your childhood come back to you after a jug of beer in a mosh pit of an over 18s venue. They don't get what kind of magical thing that causes in your mind as a 25-year-old.
Why is visiting your childhood, why is it such a great thing?
I wouldn't say it for all of the things that happened in my childhood, but Peter Combe, his songs had something different than what children are listening to today. Like, they were good songs. They're still good songs. And so why wouldn't you be absolutely entranced by that 10 years later, 20 years later?
A juicy green grass, where have you gone? Will you come back?
I spend hours on a song. And if you don't get a good song. Children's tastes are often undervalued. People often don't realise that children are capable of liking quite subtle things if they're given half a chance. I do loads of funny, quirky songs, but kids have got the most wonderful sense of humour. And I tend to share their sense of humour anyway. That part of me probably has never quite grown up. The inner child is something that should be nourished and nurtured anyway.
2, 3, 4.
The minute that first chord comes out, I'll be going nuts with every single word coming out of my mouth.
Have you been drinking tonight?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit.
What's black?
Alright, how was it? It was amazing. I've never moved so much at a concert in my life, or jumped around so much, or danced so much, or known as many words as I knew today.
What do you think about music that can stick with you?
I think it's really hard nowadays because I think it's such a disposable industry. Like we hear things and we dispose of them, and he's managed to stick around and get such a good market for the over 18-year-olds. So it's really, really good. Yeah, I love it.
Despite a sellout crowd and 30 years of entertaining generations of kids, there'll always be some people who just can't get their head around it.
Felt like a normal Friday night, actually. I was surprised at the crowd they got. Just normal looking people that, without any children, that should have known better.